change the scene. Hey, look at that. All right, now let's go ahead. Yeah, there it is. There it is, baby. All right. Now let me change the music. Put the music back on. Yeah, we'll just go random extreme. So it's Gujaras versus Goss. This is going to be awful.
I haven't got the Roman expansion yet. Is it any good?
Romans are fantastic. They're cheating. They're cheating, but it's a fun sim to play for sure. All right, so what is this? This is Fortress. Let me move stuff around real fast because I can't see anything. We move StreamYards, pull that up. And again, to everyone who tuned in to the first hour of this stream, thank you very much. For everyone that wants to hang out, feel free to chat. I do have the chat open now in another window so I can actually see it. All right.
All right. Well, I'm actually about to head out. My dad's here. It's the first time I've seen him in like 10 years. So
yeah, have a good time.
I'm gonna go have a good time with family, and I will see y'all later. The game looks good though on stream.
The frame rate look good?
Yep, absolutely.
Perfect. Awesome. All right, let's see.
All right, kiddos, I will see y'all next week.
Have a good night, Gary.
Bye.
All right, so I never play as Gujaras. So they are an interesting civ. They get some berry bushes underneath their TC. You want to get 6 villagers on food before you move on to wood. The next 4 are all on wood, and you can keep taking your sheep, or in this case, cows in the meantime. There. You start out with a scout. Most civs start out with a horse scout, but the Gujaras, of course, because they are an oddball, they start out with a camel scout. Way more HP, but way lower damage. All right. And so, in your meantime, because this is Fortress, so it usually does have a pretty slow opening, you can kind of push in your deers and just take your time, make sure that your opening is as clean as it can be. That being said, I just missed that and had some idle time on my TC. So, big oops. But this should be pretty good. I think we might try and do a fast castle drop, just because that will make things a little bit more spicy. All right. And then now that we have all of those guys, we don't need to get any more on wood for right now. But house there. This is just a game of micromanagement, trying to keep everything, as soon as I say that, trying to keep everything working for as long as possible with as little downtime as I can. As I'm failing to lure this deer. All right, there we go. All right, so now we have all the deers out here. All right, and you can come in here and go over here for this. Put you to auto scout. All right, Andrew, have a good night, sir. See you later. Nick says that his 7th grade geography teacher's father was almost killed by a camel IRL. That sounds awful, homie. Bring the boar in. Here. Bring you over here. Bring the boar right under the TC. Whoa, honey. Oh my gosh. All right. I hope this isn't. I really hope this is not actually open to the outside. Yeah, that sounds awful. What happened? Was it in America or was she somewhere else? I've had the most yucky Dark Age opening of all time. Literally disgusting. Here we go. Okay, so we'll take in our second boar now. Create another house. This guy. This guy over here. And that should get us set up for the time being. Why did it run that way? All right. AoE, what are you doing and what's going to happen? All right. So there is another civ somewhere out here. Actually, can I just do F3? F3 pauses. Okay. So somewhere out here in the dark is another civ, right? This is the map Fortress. So we start inside of a fortress with walls. Sometimes you have junk walls in the back that you can just get rid of because you are secured by forest. So in this case, I am playing as the Gujaras versus the, let's see, who am I playing against? versus somebody else. I'm playing against the Goths. The Goths are a very heavy infantry civ, so this might be a little interesting to play against them. The strategy that I am currently going for is what's known as a fast castle strategy, which is probably the most common strategy in Fortress because you have a lot of time. So I'm going to get up to about 26 villagers and then go straight up to the Castle Age. You start out, of course, in the Dark Age, which is what we are currently in here, right here. And then we are going to go into Feudal, but by doing the fast castle, by the time we get into Feudal, we should have enough resources for Castle. If that makes sense. It might be a little odd to think about. I actually need that up right away. And then once that gets built, we will actually have enough, because we only need 500 food and 2 buildings. All right. Nick says, I got to go try to wrangle my outdoor cat. I'll be back if you're still streaming in a few minutes. Yeah, I mean, unless I just trounce this in like 30 minutes, which is pretty fast for a game like this, I should probably still be streaming because I do not have the advantage here versus these guys. I would say Gujaras are good if you know how to play them really well. Emphasis on if you know how to play them really well. Yeah, so it could be interesting. Tusk 3 for $4.99. Thank you very much, sir. Paying to play here. If you haven't heard of King Buffalo or All Them Witches, you're doing music wrong. Love the channel. No douche community. Well, you know what? Since you donated $4.99, I'm actually going to write these down in my notes that I have here. King Buffalo or All Them Witches. Perfect. And I will actually give them to a listen after the stream. I can't do it on stream, but I will do it. I will do it after for sure. And I appreciate the support, sir. Thank you. Yeah. I don't think I'm doing anything particularly special, or at least it shouldn't be particularly special, but just somehow it happens to be. But yeah, just being honest and calling out bad behaviors, which unfortunately is just not very common within this industry. But I do appreciate the $4.99 third. All right. So as you can see, this our camel is now stuck because I had it on attack to attack their scout. So he is now stuck inside the enemy walls because he followed the scout into their gate, and now the gate is locked. So he's just going to run around on the inside of their walls, but he is blocked. So that's kind of a bit of an oops. All right. Do we have enough wood? We do have enough wood. 8 there, 2 there, 9 on berries, which is way too many on berries, but. And he's already to the feudal age, so he went up 1 villager faster than we did, which is about 25 seconds. Lord Alexander says, is this game real-time or turn-based? This is real-time. RTS. Play StarCraft, it's better. I was never into StarCraft, but I did grow up playing this. All right. So to go up to the Castle Age, you need 2 buildings, which in this case is going to be your market and your blacksmith, which I'm going to go ahead and put those on my hotkeys. Rus? I've never played Rus. No, I don't even know what that is. But, so now I already have the resources, 800 food, 200 gold to go up to Castle Age. So as soon as this second villager completes, we go straight up to the Castle Age, which is super convenient. Now, I am behind on stone, so I don't think we're going to do a castle drop because I didn't go to stone. Now we can see we're inside of his base now. He's already built his barracks or his market and his blacksmith, the same as I did. So he's also going for fast castle. He's also got way too many people on berries. So I wonder what happens if I attack. Yeah, see what the problem is though, these villagers can absolutely take on this camel scout, so I can really only harass and annoy. So sometimes it's just not worth it. All right, let's pick up our eco upgrades. Oh, that scout does not want to fight because the camel will absolutely wreck a scout, especially now in feudal age. All right. Yeah, see, but the villagers will absolutely take me out, so I do need to be careful there. Now, if I did get some barracks upgrades, I might be able to take them on, but then that kind of seems like a waste. So I'm going to save my food, save my wood, and then just build villagers in the next stage. So sorry about this. This is the slowest version of Age of Empires 2 because, of course, you all start with huge walls, so there's very little incentive to attack one another. Again, I could make it a little bit more aggressive if I had the stone to drop a castle right away, but I'm probably just going to go 3 TC boom. Private Driveway says playing American Truck Sim while listening. Long haul from Corpus Christi, Texas to Portland, Oregon. There you go. I've never played those sim games, but I get it. It's kind of a fun experience for some people. Let's go there. Let's go there. I got a lot of extra, so we already got our wood upgrade. So there, and then go there. All right. So immediately upon hitting Castle Age, we drop 2 more town centers because we have the stone for 2 town centers. Now we have none. And we have the wood fort because we've had our guys going the entire time. And we're going to try and get our gold and our stone rolling and probably add in some more wood as well. Until eventually we can start moving out and building a bigger army. Now, depending on, see, now my camel in Castle Age is actually pretty darn good. So now I can actually kill some villagers in here, even though it's still like incredibly slow. All right, so I got that guy. Let's see here. That's going there. And I am definitely going to need some extra farms. Let's try that out. And because we have our market, I can abuse it to buy more food. Am I going to get that guy in time? I am. Barely. But yeah, that scout can absolutely not take on my camel scout. Absolutely not. And we are going to build up our stone until... Oops, wrong button. Oh, yeah, see, the villagers can still absolutely wreck my guy, though. If I was playing this cleaner, I would have the houses at the very back. I'm not playing it cleaner. And the goal is to have as little idle time as possible so the TCs are always running. I don't have quite enough on food yet to keep them all running at the same time because, again, I'm not playing as clean as I should. I also don't have all my eco upgrades yet, so I can really only... try and keep villager production up as long as possible. Yeah, Out of Focus Clips, which is, of course, Richard, who runs the Clips channel. He says, not really into games, but I play a lot of Halo 2 and 3 and COD, Black Ops 1 and 2. Yeah, that was good. Assassin's Creed back in the day used to be a lot of fun as well. Villager, all right. Used to be a great time back in the day, for sure. Where are you going? All right, so now we should have our villager production squared away. For some reason, he's still way ahead of me. We probably want to go ahead and invest in our... Oh, shoot. I forgot that my villager... Not my villager, let's see. But the nice thing about having the camel on the inside is that we can basically find out all the information, what we want. He does have scouts patrolling outside, which means that we do need to be careful, but we are going to try and grab all of the relics before he does. Or at least a majority of them, let's say. Have one villager keep, or any of these villagers weak. Might be able to snag one here. See, the AI is pretty darn good about micromanaging. There we go. All right. Now here we want to be careful and try and get their scout, but we probably can't move out without grabbing at least 2. Is there anyone weak here? No, not really. All right, grab some more food so I can get that in just a second, hopefully. All right, we're moving right along. Monkey says that you should have Lemon Grenade on to discuss PSA AKs. I agree with you. We are going to have him on maybe next week. I talk to him fairly regularly, so we are going to have him on probably next week. At least that's my plan right now. All right, so I really need to get my guy out of there. That's what I need to do. All right, so we have enough for our castle drop. Let's go ahead and drop that there, and we are going to hit his gold. And go right there. All right, we have way more wood than we need. We're actually going to build a 4th TC back here. No, we'll build it right here. Build it up front a little bit. And we're going to go here and then here. And move faster and have more HP. All right. This is a bold strategy, to say the least, because we have absolutely no army and we are moving out. Oh, I didn't set that to 5. All right. We'll try and keep that moving. All right. Terminal Autistic says, thoughts on Frostpunk? I don't even know what Frostpunk is, sir. So, not many thoughts. Oh, uh-oh. Run away. So I actually had to delete the camel there because I don't believe that I was going to be able to get that up in time. So I actually just deleted the camel. Let's go ahead and take some of this. And see, now we're denying the front of his base, kicking him off some farms. We got control of this gold, and we are actually going to break down the gate using our castle. Now we also have that guy running around, which I don't like. Go here. Go here. Oh, damn it. That there. We actually do need to go. I need way more gold than I have right now. There we go. All right, Nick is back. Lone Star Rob says, oh, hey, John, it's Lone Star Rob. We've been chatting on DMs. Didn't know you play games. I'm about to play some NCAA Football 25. How is that? I have never been into the football games, but I do understand that people like them quite a bit. It's not really my thing, but yeah, I know that people really enjoy them. We need to get another castle up, so let's go ahead and do that. All right, so now we got their gates open, and we're going to do another denial castle here. So this should clear up their ability to take gold off the front of their base at least, which is great. Here. Right. We don't need more gold. All right. Yeah, so I mean, this game is basically over at this point. Once I get the next castle locked down, which I can actually do right now, I already have enough gold for it. It is basically. I have all the gold off the front of space. About to put a second castle or a third castle right here. This game is basically over. And then after this, I think the plan is to go watch or finish watching The Empire Strikes Back with my son, because we are halfway through it, so we're going to finish that. So these rams would be a really good counter if I didn't have these chakram throwers, which are pretty. These are, so if you don't know anything about AoE, you get your unique units from the castle. And in the case of the Gujaras, you have this frisbee throwing guy. That is, of course, the Gujaras guy, which is called the chakram. Chakram thrower, if I didn't already say that. Let's see this. I want that. That will actually help my infantry, and that will help my armor. And there's an entirely another age that we haven't even gone to yet, but we also don't really need to. Oh, he's already up to Imperial. That might not be good. So he is actually an age ahead of us. Do I already have? I don't even have that yet. I do probably need to go up to the next age. My economy is actually not as good as you would think it would be for how long I have been in this game. I just have had a lot of idle time and whatnot. The good news is, though, even though mine is bad, his is far worse. Far worse than mine. Yeah, but I am actually starting to lose chakram throwers, which means that my castles are vulnerable. It's not great. Let's get those guys back here. Get this guy in here. Get that over there. I didn't pick either of those up. Kind of embarrassing. Have some more farms. All right. We'll try and keep that up for a second. How's the audio for you guys? Is it too loud for you guys, or is it quiet? What's up? Tusk says no. I'm sorry. This is effed up. How? Why? Yeah, that's what I heard about the NCAA game, is that it wasn't the first one in forever, because they had some back in the day, but no more. Oh shoot! Now we got even more stuff up here. I actually do need that though, so I'm going to sell a bunch of wood here, buy some of that, so I can get 50 more gold, so I can get this piece. There we go. We gotta get that here. All right, so finally that one is down. So now we got to get this one down, because these town centers were actually wrecking my guys. And actually, it might actually be time to just, throw in the cavalry now, because they basically switched into a ram only defense, but that is simply not going to work today. That is control 8, wrong one. Wow. Those guys could not have done a worse job of navigating that. Quite literally could not have done worse. Okay, so they are actually sending in knights now. Knights are actually a really good counter, so we are actually going to cancel a bunch of these guys. And we are going to, you absolutely need to be taking out those guys. But yeah, it's fine, because we can again just add in our own units to counter it, because our camels are probably the best camels in the game. All right. Nick says, I love the original Star Wars trilogy, and I kind of like the prequels. Disney killed it, though, 100%. I don't think the prequels are good, but I do like them, if that makes sense. But I would never defend them as good films, but I do like them. Here. Yeah, so this game, that guy's been there forever. That's fun. We need to get this building down right now. We do need to probably get that one marker as well. 5. I can tell that he's buying a lot of gold. He probably has a back of gold somewhere. Yep. All right. We're doing all right. All right. Watching this makes me play StarCraft, but the first one. Yeah. Again, I've never played StarCraft, but I know a lot of people that do, and got really into it. It's still big nowadays too. Where the heck are all you guys doing? There. All done. Let's see here. There's one guy hanging out there. And I think we're going to put a castle right here. Once everybody clears up. Yeah, so I mean, this guy has been fighting really hard, but it doesn't really matter because the game is definitely over. The problem with Gujaras is they don't have a clear, like, just win strategy. So these are siege workshops, so I can probably start moving into their base pretty soon and taking that stuff out, because camels and disc throwers and all that sort of stuff are great at taking out certain types of infantry and cavalry, but long term they're not actually very good. So, especially for taking out villagers and whatnot. Take a bunch of these guys. Okay. Let's go here. Are we finally going to be able to take down some of the stuff? We're on our way up to the Imperial Age, finally. There you go. At 8. Nope, don't have it yet. Let's see, 300. There we go. It'll help us build a little bit faster. All right, now we need, what do we need for this? We need gold and food. So buy a couple. There we go. Put some armored elephants in the mix. Armored elephants are a great unit for clearing out buildings. Nick says, are you playing versus an actual human player or just PvE? This is PvE. This is against the hardest AI, which is a extreme AI, which depending on what you're doing, you can meme it pretty easily. So it's not actually that difficult. If I was playing against a regular person, I would absolutely not do this strategy. In the game, I'm about a 1450 elo, which is very mid, very mid. To somebody who's ever played the game, it might appear really good, but to people who are actually good at the game, it's not that great. But you want more armored elephants. Right? Yeah, and the armored elephants will absolutely clear everything. And we're now in the Imperial Age, which doesn't do anything for us because I don't have the resources to do it. But let's see here. Let's see. Put a bunch of those guys on food. We do not need any more villagers. Increase our production. Get more armor. What else we get? Increase the damage of our castles by 1, and let's buy another food, even though it's crazy expensive, and then we can get extra range for our. Yeah, now we got 14 armored elephants. That should just about do it. Move the villagers out, and yeah, this is all the guy has left. We might have some stuff over here, like a few things, but I could literally just send in a couple cavalry to there, and then that's all. And yeah, the armored elephants will absolutely listen to that. Detective John Kimball. No. This is the Gujaras. Actually, they don't have an Israeli civ in this game. I think they have like 60 civ, but yeah. Episode 2 was good, but you really need context from the original trilogy to fully enjoy it. I mean, episode 2 isn't good, but it was way better than episode 1. As a kid, this is the wrong opinion, but as a kid, I loved the Phantom Menace. You know, I just thought it was fun. Is it actually good or worthwhile? No, of course not. Of course not. But no, I did like it quite a bit. Which again, keep in mind that a child's opinion of a movie is not a good indication of its actual quality. So I don't know why he's still even playing right now. Yeah, so we murdered all the villagers over here, and there doesn't appear to be much left. All right. Suvile Farmer says, wait, I had to walk away for a while. When did this become an AoE stream? Like an hour in, so I've been playing this for about 30 minutes. And yeah. So this is AoE 2. This is the most boring long form AoE 2 though, because this is Fortress map, which is just slow. Nothing starts happening for like a half hour in. Cyanide says, fair enough. I just don't watch too many movies or listen to any music or watch shows. My friends say I'm weird, but I don't care much. I mean, you're not alone in that. I don't watch any TV. I watch YouTube. Like a lot of you guys, there's 175 people still watching me play AoE 2, which I do appreciate. But yeah, it's not for everybody. Doesn't need to be. So it's funny. He's got a little base like squared away up in here. But yeah, these guys here will absolutely just wreck. There it is. He just... So yeah, as you can tell, as soon as I got the castle up on the front and then closed him off, there was nowhere that he could go. And so he had what little was left of his base in the back. All right. Nick says, I've been watching the show SEAL Team on Paramount Plus. It's not bad. The Paramount Plus, let's see, or the SEAL Team, that's the one with the guy from Bones, is it not? I don't know the actual actor's name, but I'm pretty sure that's the guy from Bones. All right. That was that. That was Age of Empires 2 in 2024.